So let's check for any injuries that we may have. Everybody's looking pretty good as I go down the lineup. So since it's, well, we got Kapowie who's strained. So we need to substitute Kapowie here for another catcher. We got Frogman, Barbarian, and I think that's the only catcher we have. Yep. All right. So we got can up the order a little bit. Let's see. I'll do that. We'll put the brothers in there. Okay, that's what I'm going with. So here we go. Game number 3 for the day is going to be game number 6 overall, where the Beer Keggers are facing or visiting the Moose. The Beer Keggers will be first at the bat. Woodsman's coming up first. You got Woodsman, Beer, Balls, Beer, Modder, Kurt, Flipper, the Barbarian, followed by the pitcher, who today is Chris Dirt Baggis. Well, not today, but for this game. I don't care the pitcher's name because they're the pitcher. 654 average, no homers, 8 RBIs. Woodsman's up. He smashes that out. That's a beauty, 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 beauty. So that's a 2-baser for him. He doesn't have the power to make the third, plus it's on that line. And I love the shortstop's hair on this one. He's got this like Ronald McDonald, but it's blonde. So we'll see how that plays in. But here's 1 homer, 7 RBIs, Mariana Beer, who lets that one come on the inside for ball number 1. Smashes that one, but it goes out of bounds. That's a foul ball. That one she tips into the visitor's dugout. Oh, I thought that was going to hurt the pitcher. Oh, Woodsman comes in for a score as Beer holds up on first. So here's Big Slick. He's going to follow up next. We didn't have their aimer correct, so he let that one go, but it turned out to be a ball. That one's going to be low on the outside for ball number 2. That one he likes, so he sends that over Ronald McDonald's head. That goes out to left, and Big Slick curves around first and sees Mariana on second, so he holds up there. We got KungfuBeer up now in the 4th position, or the cleanup position. No outs, runners on first and second. First one comes in over the plate, however, it's too low. That one's curving in high, ball number 2. He should not have swung at that one. He couldn't help himself, but that one goes foul for strike number 1. That one's good. That goes to second. Here's a double play. Beer ain't going to make it. So 2 outs. Mariana Beer's in scoring position on third as reliable. Modder Hinkie comes up to bat, 2 away. He does get a piece of that, sends it out to center field. Modder rounds first and decides to hold up as Mariana Beer comes in and taps the plate for 2 runs scored in the first inning so far. Here's Dirty Kurt, who switches sides all the time that he bats on. That goes out to left. That's out number 3. And the Moose retire the Beer Keggers with 2 runs damage on their reputation. And the Moose are sending Nacho Crisp out first with Perry Quaker in the batter box. The 2-year-old, yes! Here's Ronald McDonald, Nacho Crisp. He'll be up first. Old Nacho is the quite a hitter for who the hell are these? The Moose. That's okay because Chris Dirt Baggis likes hunting moose anyways and sends that one out. The Big Slick at left for out number 1 as Perry Quaker, who's locked in right now, is going to follow Ronald McDonald. Dirt Baggis sends that one in. That gets tipped off the ground, goes foul for strike number 1. 1 away. Same thing. Dirt Baggis is sending these pitches in. That pitch is inside. Here we go with the next pitch. And he swings at that one. He's ecstatic. Well, he's amazed, I would say. His chin is on the ground, and he doesn't know what the hell happened as Dirtbaggus celebrates on the mound with the second away. And Rip Dingers is going to try to rip the hell out of this one. That's in there for strike number 1. 1-1, 2 away. Dirtbaggus winds up and catches him looking for strike number 2. He does hit that one right to Dirtbaggus, takes his time, fires to first, and that's out number 3. A 3 up, 3 down at the top of the first. Nail Clipper Flipper is the first at bat in the top of the second for the Beer Keggers. Frogman Barbarian, our catcher of the day, will be up next.
Now batting number 99, the third baseman.
Well, he has 9 RBIs himself, but he has yet to hit a home run. Nail Clipper Flipper. He puts all his weight into that. It still doesn't come close to that. So he sends that one out to right. He'll make it to first with plenty of time to spare as Ronald McDonald gets the ball on second base there. That brings up Frogman Barbarian. Who lets that one go. Oh, they're sending that out. What are they doing? Well, that one. Okay. So that has an opportunity there, and that's gone, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a home run. First time this season for the Frogman Barbarian, who I was about to say, him and Dirty Kurt are congratulating each other at the plate. Chris Dirtbaggus is up. I was going to say that Barbarian has the power to knock that thing out, but he doesn't do it often, and I didn't want to jinx myself, so I let that one go. Dirtbaggus sends that one out to right field, who can't quite get to it, so he gets a double out of that as he slides into second.
Now batting number 1.
Back at the, I guess we're at the top of the order here. Number 1, Bojack Woodsman's back up. Dirtbaggus is on second base. That goes to McDonald, who pulls that out of the air for out number 1.
Now batting number 21, the second baseman.
Yeah, I'm just confused here. Okay, Dirtbaggus is still there. Mariana Beer's up. That's 1 away. That one goes out to right. And we have Dirtbaggus makes it back to second in time.
Now batting number 74.
So with 2 away now, Brandon Balls up to the plate. He does like that. Look at that. That's got some balls to it as well. And that's home run again for KungfuBeer's brother, Balls Deep. 467 feet. His 4th home run of the season. So he comes out there. Him and the brothers, they start doing some handshakes. And that brings up KungfuBeer, who probably is not going to do anything spectacular now that his brother has all the light on him. That one comes in between the arms of KungfuBeer. He sends that one out to center. That puts him on first base. The center fielder misses it. So KungfuBeer rounds second. And he's going for third. McDonald picks it up. Beer's in a pickle. Let's see what Beer can do here. Well, let's see if he slides into second right here. He's back on second. We had a chance to make it to third. McDonald intercepted and got it there before he could. So with 2 away, Mater Hinkey's up and Beer's on second. 6-0 is the score right now. First one is garbage down low. Hinkey lets that one go. That one I would have swung at normally, but I let it go high for ball number 2. That's over the plate for strike number 1. That goes right to second. He's out at first. That's out number 3 with 4 runs scored at the top of the second for the Beer Keggers. The Moose are sending Jackson, Hieronymus Jackson, and Pedro Nixon will be following.
Now batting number 23, the center
350
fielder.
average with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. Jackson plays center field for the Moose, facing Dirtbaggus, first time this season. First one he lets go for strike number 1. He swings and misses on the second pitch for strike number 2. That one he does get a hold of, and that's got some juice to it. That's going to be out of here, out of the park for the home run number 1 for the Moose as Ronald McDonald celebrates from the dugout. That is 446 feet, his second home run of the game. And Dirtbagus is a little upset, but he just needs to pull it back together and keep his head in the game as Pedro Nixon is coming up next, who has no home runs. Dirtbagus gets the signal and sends it home. Goes right through him, out to Reliable in center, who picks it up and fires it off to Beer at second base. Now we got Irene Fast.
Number 20, the right fielder.
She's got a lot of power, which means Dirtbagus, if he doesn't want to get his teeth knocked out, or a home runner smash, that goes out to Kurt. He can't quite get to it. That's going, well, we threw it to third, so it's going to make it because we should have went to second first, but there's 1 run scored. Irene makes it to third base. Bubbles Garcia's up. All right, their left fielder comes up. Runner on third, no outs. That's a strike, so strike number 1. That one goes out to Beer, who has to fire it to first instead of home. That's out number 1.
Now back.
Winston Diaper.
The second
Draper. I thought it said diaper. Well, maybe he needs a diaper. Winston Draper's up, everybody. Let's give him a hand as he's going to come from second base out to the batter box and face Dirtbagus. First one goes foul. We got to tell the kids in the audience to duck. The parents are drunk and they don't care that the ball is coming towards their kids. That catches, Dirtbagus spits something out in celebration of the second strike with 1 away. Here's the next pitch. A little high, ball number 1. That catch comes in at the corner inside of the plate, and he has no choice to complain about that one. We got Jeffrey Rockman, who is not doing so hot right now. If you look, he's way down on power, contact speed. He's a little tense. Does have a good-looking kind of a goatee thing there, number 44. Dirtbagus sends that in, strike number 1 in the inside corner. He swings at that one and misses. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Here's the windup. That's way too low for ball number 1. He does swing for that one. He tips that one straight up. Barbarian is calling for it as it lands in his glove for out number 3. So at the bottom of the second, 3 runs were scored for the Moose, bringing them within 3 of the Beer Keggers, who are first sending Dirty Kurt 0 for 1 today up to the plate. That did look like it hit the ground first, didn't it?
Number 69, the right fielder.
Dirty Kurt lets that first one go. However, it did come in as a strike. That one's going to be a little too low, not like the last one, and that's ball number 1. He does swing for that one. He tips it off foul. And now we got 1-2 as the count. He does swing that for that one. That gets just past the second baseman's mitt. He's out on first baseman. He throws to Ronald McDonald at second. 1 for 1, 700 average, 9 RBIs. Now Clipper Flipper comes back up. Follow Dirty Kurt on first. He does swing at that. That goes again into the pocket, out to center, puts him on first, and Dirty Kurt advances to second base.
Now batting.
Frogman Barbarian, who got a home run his last at bat, is now up with 2 on, no outs. So that's the first one, curve on the inside for strike number 1. That one he's going to take a slice at. Oh, and it goes down the line. He doesn't quite make it. However, he advances the runners to second and third base.
51, the pitcher.
With 1 away, Chris Dirtbagus is up. Runners on second and third. He likes that one. He does hit that one. That one looks like that's just going to float. And we catch it at the wall, so we advanced our runners. And we got 1 come in on there, and 1 made it to third base.
Number 1, the first baseman.
Well, here's Woodsman with 2 away. Runner on third. Puts that out to center. And he makes it to first. The runner scores. 8-3 is the score. 5-run lead right now as Mariana Beer comes up plate, who's 1 for 2 so far today, who's feeling on fire. The first one's in the dirt, ball number 1. That one's going to be on the inside, about mid-level for ball number 2. That one she likes. She's going to punch that out. Woodsman goes to second. She goes to first and holds up. Ronald McDonald's running for the ball. And we still have 2 outs. Big Slick comes up.
The left fielder.
2 away. Runners on first and second. He lets the first one come on the inside for ball number 1. Oh, he hits a little bit too slow because he's blaming Arlo on that one. No. That's definitely Arlo's fault. As Balls Deep is trying to impress him, because he's trying to be somebody's favorite player, so he tips it up. The catcher pulls it in. Out number 3. Beer Keggers pulled 2 in. The Moose now come up first as Nacho Crisp, who has a home run today against Chris Dirt Baggis. That's going to be on the inside for ball number 1. Okay, so we're going to pick that up, fire it off the first just in time for out number 1. I wasn't sure that ball was even hit, but it was. So Frogman Barbarian picked that up the plate, sent it off the first just in time. And now we have Perry Quaker back up to face Dirt Baggis for some more torture. First one comes in. Nope. That's going to be a little bit too high for ball number 1. He does smash that one, but unfortunately for the Beer Keggers, that goes foul. 1-1, 1 away. That one goes right out to Reliable at center. He does pick it up. Sends it off to second base, holding the runner at first for a base hit. Now we got Rip Dingers.
Number 90.
273 average with 1 RBI. I don't think that was in this game, though. Just on the season. So Baggis sends it. Frogman sends it off to second, and somebody out there needs a pair of glasses because holy cow. Did you see that? He was still sliding in when the ball got there, and that's the way this baseball is supposed to work. However, Chris Dirt Baggis has to send it in there anyways. That goes foul for the second strike with 1 out and 1 that should have been out at second, but it's not. So now we got 0 balls and 2 strikes. And catches him looking. So I guess that's make up for the bad call back there at second. As Harmonious Jackson comes up to the base or up to the plate with a runner on second, 2 away, which means there's a good chance they're going to steal to third. The Barbarian knows this, and he's got to be ready to go, and he'll probably throw it the wrong way. That one gets popped up out to center. Reliable sees it coming from a mile away, and he hauls that in for the 3rd out. So that puts the Moose at 0 for the bottom of the 3rd. Back out in the field as the Beer Keggers are sending KungfuBeer up first. Mr. Reliable, who just caught that out, will be following from the batter's box. Or from the hell you call it? I'm in the batter's box right now. It's on deck. On deck. So Beer lets that first one go on the outside, doesn't curve quite in enough. So that we have 2 balls now. The same thing, second pitch. That's coming in a little low for ball number 3. He does hit that one, which could have been a strike. That goes in the stands. He says he'll sign that after the game if he caught it. That's going to be strike number 2, bringing count full. He has to hit that because that's definitely a strike. Goes out in the pocket. That's a 2-base hit for KungfuBeer, who slides in at second. He didn't quite slide in, did he? I thought it was going to be closer than that. He kicked it into turbo, apparently, and made it just in time. So here we got Reliable, who's 1 for 2 today, which isn't... it's so funny to say he's reliable. Did you see that? That one, he reliably hits it out to the stands, who will also be signing after the game. That goes on the outside for ball number 1. So 2. That one he should have reached a little bit more. Square up, but that one looks good. That goes to Ronald McDonald there, who throws it off to second once the second baseman gets there, but Beer's there ahead of time. So he's safe at second as Dirty Kurt is back to redeem himself. And that one looks good, so he's going to hit the first one. That goes out to right. They throw it home. Beer didn't even try for it. He's probably tying his shoes on third anyways. And now Clipper Flipper's up with 1 away, runner on first and third. 8-3 is the score. Okay, Flipper lets that one come in way outside. That one's going to push him. Always going to push him off, but there's 2 balls. We're going to let that one go as well. We don't have a strike yet. That one's a strike. Going over second baseman. So that's going to give him an RBI, and potentially, if he can make it, he's going to third. This is going to be bad for him. He's going to slide in head first, so he forced a run in. So 2 runs, RBI for now Clipper Flipper. As he's on second, Frogman Barbarian's up with 1 away. That curves in at the last second for strike number 1. He does like that, so he sends that almost hit now Clipper Flipper. That goes out to center, who misses it. He goes to second, and you see how fast he is. So he's going to try to make it to third base, and he's coming in, spikes up for a triple RBI.
Now batting, number 51.
Chris Dirtbagus, who's 1 for 1 today with that double RBI, he's back up. And and he didn't see where that was coming from, so he swung and didn't even come close to it. So he gets on first base. That's an RBI here as Deviant comes out 10 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 bits, Deviant. Bojack Woodsman is going to receive another pitcher. We're getting Tolbert up there. That's coming in on the inside for ball number 1. That's how you buy a beer? That sounds good to me. So that one goes foul. That one doesn't go foul. That should be in. That should be in. That's fair ball. So Bojack crosses second. He's going to send the runner in. I wish I can only make 1. Now why can I? Oh, shit. So he's out. And now Woodsman's trying to figure out where he's going. Oh, boy. And just like that, what happens when you don't know how to control only 1 runner? I know how to do it, but it never works out that way. So, we were like an inch from the plate when it decided to turn him around. I don't know why he wouldn't just reach out and toe into the home plate, and then we can deal with the pickle with Woodsman. But it is what it is. So, we garbled that one up. Now, at the bottom of the 4th, the Beer Keggers pull their heads out of their butt, and now they got to deal with defense facing Pedro Nixon, their catcher. And that one goes to Mariana Beer, who can't quite dive for it. Mater Hinkie picks that up at center. He sends it off to second. That brings up Irene Fast, who got a triple her last at-bat against Chris Dirtbagus. Caused all kinds of chaos. And then she's looking for heat there, as you can see. She swings way too early, causing strike number 1. She smashes that one straight in the air. Mariana's standing underneath it at second, and she catches that. So that's out number 1 as Bubbles Garcia comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 today. That one, he reaches down, he golfs out foul. That counts as a strike number 1 with 1 away, a runner on first. He's swinging at the second one. He's trying to hit this thing to the moon, everybody. That comes on the inside for ball number 1. Yeah. However, that catches him with his mouth wide open. So that's a strikeout for Chris Dirtbagus. I think it's his 3rd one of the day. So here's Draper, their second baseman, facing Stu again. There's the first one, a little high for ball number 1. Catching him swinging on that one with 2 away. 1-1 is the count with the runner on first. He reaches on the inside and he gets a piece of it, sends it foul for strike number 2. Now when he catches, that goes right out to Beer, who picks it up and just simply fires it off to first for the 3rd out. And the top of the 5th brings up Mariana Beer first, who's 2 for 3 today. Brandon Ball is 2 for 3 with a homer, and KungfuBeer 2 for 3 with a double. That's the top 3 next up.
Now batting, number 21, the second baseman.
Well, here's her first pitch. Likes that one. She smashes that just a little bit too soon, and so it sends it foul over the third baseline. Pitcher had no interest in sending that one anywhere hittable. That goes to second. She's out at first. And that brings up Brandon Balls. Big Slick. That one curves slow and took forever to get there. I don't know why he keeps swinging at those hide ones. That one's over. That's a strikeout for Brandon Balls. Big Slick lets that one curve over the plate, and it looked like a strike. And if he hadn't hit that one high hip, it would have been fine. Beer doesn't like that one, so lets that one go strike. This one just hits. Here's Ronald McDonald, throws him out at first. Out number 3, 3 up, 3 down for the Beer Keggers. No runs scored, obviously, as the Big Moose. I don't know why they're big, I guess because all moose are big, but the Moose head out to the field or come into bat. The bottom of the 5th. Carla Tobert will be up first.
Now batting, number 42, the pitcher.
The relief pitcher. Dirtbag doesn't really have too many worries with all the power and everything. So sends that first one in as a fastball. And she swings a little bit too late. Strike number 1. That one off the plate. That was even close to the plate. That catches her swinging. Strike number 2. That's going to be low for 2-2 for the first batter. That's strike 3. You're out of here. So that's strike number 3. Nacho Crisp is up. 0 for 2 today with the homer in the season and a bunch of RBIs. Nacho Crisp. Ronald McDonald. That goes right to Beer at second. Easy out. He catches that midair. And that brings up Harry Quaker with 2 away. 1 for 2 today. 2 homers on the season. All right, that gets popped out foul into the stands over third base. Second pitch goes out to Beer again, who picks that up at second, fires it to first, and that's out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for the Beer Keggers in the 5th, and 3 up, 3 down for the Moose in the 5th. Top of the 6th, Cuddle Mutter Hinky, who is 1 for 3 today, is coming up next with Dirty Kurt following him.
Now batting number 73, the center fielder.
He's been playing center field spectacularly. He lets that first one curve in all over the place. It makes it a ball, though. He reaches down. He golfs that out second base. He's going to be out at first. Out number 1.
Now batting number 69, the right fielder.
All right, so the first... Oh, I wasn't even on the screen because I was changing something. So the first 2 are going to be strikes as I wasn't ready. So I'm going to reach out. I'm going to hit that one right over McDonald's head, and we're going to pass first, head off the second. We're going to hold up on second.
Now batting number 99.
That brings up Nail Clipper Flipper, who's gotten on base every at-bat today. He lets that first one come in on the inside for strike number 1. That one he hits right through the pitcher. So he's going to make it out. Okay, and then he's going to get himself in a pickle, and he'll be on first. He caused a run.
Now batting number.
So he's on first. A run was scored as Frogman Barbarian, who has a home run today, is now up. Lets the first one come right over the top of the plate for strike number 1. That one comes on. That hits him. Beanball sends him on first. That's a walk for Frogman Barbarian.
Number 51, the pitcher.
Now you got a runner on first and second with 1 away. Chris Dirtbagus, our pitcher, is up. He swings at that one and goes right to second baseman. Here's the double play to end this inning with the Beer Keggers putting 1 up on the scoreboard and the Moose sending Rip Dingers up first, who's 0 for 2 today.
Now batting number 90, the third baseman.
So here's Dingers. And we're going to send the first pitch. Apparently not fast enough for Dingers, who is expecting a fastball and didn't get it. That one's going to be high for ball number 1. 1-1. That's in the strike zone. Perfect placed ball for strike number 2. And that catches him staring at it. And he don't know what to do with himself except go back to the dugout with 1 away. Harmonious Jackson is now at the plate as KungfuBeer is now pitching. There's the first pitch. That tips out. We're trying to figure out who's grabbing it. Send it out to first, if you will, please. Thank you so much. Out number 2 is Pedro Nixon and comes up to bat. All right, so we got a slider going on right here. Here's the first pitch. That's right in the zone for strike number 1. Pitch number 2 comes in there. He was fooled for strike number 2. And that catches him swinging. He don't know. He's like, what? Well, that's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Moose. No runs scored. Top of the 7th. The Beer Keggers have Woodsman walking up to the plate. 3 for 4 today. Mariana Beer's on deck.
Now batting, number
Woodsman
1,
is currently on fire. A lot of power to give, and we're going to see what he does here. He smashes that one. That's not going to be enough for a homer, but it will be a perfectly placed shot to get him at least a second where he's going to hold up. Well, that's a double for the Woodsman. Mariana Beer's up.
Now batting,
2 for 4 today, so she's 50-50 right now. You like that one. Oh, that's got some distance to it. And the center fielder jumps but can't quite haul it in, so that's another home run for Mariana Beer, who brings in Bojack Woodsman with her. They high five at the plate. 15-3 is the score. And that brings up Big Slick Brandon Balls, who's 2 for 4 also today with a home run as well. He does swing just a tad bit too late. That sends it out foul. These are coming in high. It's the ones he likes to swing at. So he'll let that one go. That's in the dirt for ball number 2. That one he likes, but he swings too early on that one. That one he swings too early as well. That's going out in the hole somehow. So he'll make it to first after all those foul balls. In his last at-bat was a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now Mariana knocked the shit out of that one. And they're down with Tolbert, so they're going to put in Charlie Best to try to salvage the game for her. He faces Beer first, and he gets a piece of that one, sends that foul. That one also goes foul to the other side. So 2 strikes, no balls on Beer, who hits that one right to the first baseman, who picks it up. Here's the double play. And that'll be 2 away for the Beer Keggers with Mutter Hinkie. Little Mutter Hinkie's up now. No runners on. He lets that one come on the inside for ball number 1. That one, he smashes that one out. Look at that one. That's gone. Boom! Mr. Reliable seems to be back on his home run streak. Following up from last season. It was the home run leaders were KungfuBeer of the season, or correction, the entire league home run champion. Anzac was number 2 and Motter was number 3, and Balls I think came in number 4 for last season. All this junk out here is being thrown at Dirty Kurt right now, who does like that one. He sends that out to right field, who picks it up off the bounce on the ground, and so he's on first. I know what you're saying, Arlo. I know what you mean. Okay, so here's no Clipper Flipper. He lets that one come over the corner of the plate. Strike number 1. 2 away. He does swing high at that one. That's going to be an easy out for the right fielder. That will put the Beer Keggers with 3 on the board at the top of the 7th. Quick reach up and stretch before they sing the song, which they don't. And then the bottom of the 7th, the Moose are coming up with Irene Fast. Mr. McLinn, 13. Hi, welcome back.
Now batting,
Doing a little bit of
number
baseball
20,
here.
The right fielder.
1 for 2 today. Irene Fast, I think the first one really hurt us, got a triple. And then thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Macklin, 13. So here we go. We're going to start with the slider here for Irene Fast.
Nope.
And okay, that was a nope. And I'm not sure why, because that was right in the strike zone. That one, she's going to go ahead and swing at and send it into the stands. For 1-1 is the count. Dirtbags winds up and sends that in, pops it straight in the air. Barbarian is standing underneath it, and he catches that for out number 1.
Now batting, number 11, the left fielder.
So if you're looking for socials, I have YouTube and Twitter, and the mods are going to take care of you in just a second here. As the second batter up is Bubbles Garcia, as Chris Dirtbagus sends the first one in. That gets tapped out to Beer on first, short, sends it off to first just in time. Out number 2.
Number 18.
Winston Draper is up 0 for 2 today, facing Dirtbagus, who's pitched the whole game so far. Here's the first pitch. That's strike number 1. Here we go with the second pitch. That goes right out to Beer, who dives for it. Doesn't come close, so Motter can't quite pick it up either. So that's going to be a at least a double. Goes it to Mariana Beer on second. Doesn't quite make it want to go to third, as Chops Best, Charlie Best, with his wonderful chops, who's not going to be batting for whatever reason. So they're sending Fred Bobbitt in to replace him as the batter. Thank you so much, mods. Z and Arlo. You can always blame Arlo if things go wrong. And it might go wrong right here, as Chris Dirtbagus sends the first pitch to Fred Bobbitt, who does smash it, but it goes straight in the air. And Reliable's trying to catch this here at center. Out number 3. No runs scored. They get rid of Bobbitt now, as he was just batting. So top of the 8th with no runs scored at the bottom of the 7th for the Moose. Beer Keggers sending Frogman Barbarian up, who's 2 for 3 today, with a home run and a third base hit.
Now batting, number 27, the catcher.
So he's doing very well today. Going to let that first one come right over the center of the plate for strike number 1. That one's in the dirt for ball number 1. That one's going to loop in and be on the inside too much for ball number 2. He's going to hit that one down third base. That puts him on first. He's not going to try to go to second, as Ronald McDonald runs out there to try to cover second.
Now batting, number
Barbarian hangs out at first. Chris Dirtbagus is up with there's all kinds of substitutions. Oh, somebody got injured there. So Dirtbagus swings at that one, sends it into the stands. Frogman gets a healthy lead off first. Dirtbagus does the same thing with his second pitch, 2 strikes. He has to swing at that one and do the third foul ball. If he doesn't, 4th foul ball. If he doesn't, he's going to get struck out. So that one's down the line. That's going to be the 5th foul ball. So foul ball, Dirtbagus is currently at bat. He's going to hit that one, foul ball. I tell you, if I let one go, it's going to be a strike. Play Marlowe. That one's going in the stands. That's a foul ball. So for the next 5 hours, we're going to watch Chris Dirtbagus hit foul balls. There's one down the line. That's going to be a double play, as Dirtbagus can't quite make it. So that's 2 outs with Woodsman coming up. So after 57 foul balls, Dirtbagus nails one right to the first baseman and is out at first with a double play on his head. Woodsman hits that out in the pocket. That's going to be a 2-base hit for him. He's probably not going to chance it to third, because Ronald McDonald's hanging out on second, and that would be bad for the pitcher.
Now batting, number 21,
That's an error, yeah, no shit. So here's Mariana Beer, 3 for 5 today, with Woodsman at second, 2 away. Beer hits that one. That doesn't have the juice to make it out. That's out number 3. So the Beer Keggers are going to have no runs scored at the top of the 8th. They head back out in the field in a defensive posture. 16-3 is the score, as the Moose are sending Nacho Crisp 0 for 3 today up first
now batting,
face
number 12,
Chris
the
Dirtbagus.
shortstop.
Deviant with the 100 bits, man. Thank you so much. Here's the first pitch from Kurt Baggis. Crisp swings and pops it straight in the air. There's a little bit of a battle, and it looks like Nail Clipper Flipper is going to come away with it for out number 1.
Now batting, number 25.
Here's Perry
the first
Quaker.
baseman.
1 for 3 today. I couldn't quite get the home runs and stuff. I had to scratch my nose, but I still haven't gotten it. Got a hair blowing around on my nose from my beard. You know, you always get that one that hangs out as Dirtbag fires at Beer with the beard. Can't quite get it, so it goes out to his brother in left, who fires that off to second to hold the runner at first for a base hit. Wiggles Freeman. 250 average, nothing and nothing, is now facing Dirtbaggers with 1 away and a runner on first. Slider is the first pitch selected as Mariana Beer can't quite get to it. Goes out to Dirty Kurt, who fires it off to second base just to protect the field. He probably could have made it to first. It would have made more sense. But in the heat of the moment, he didn't quite make it. So now with runners on first and second with 1 away at the bottom of the 8th, Kurt Baggis has to fire this slider at Jackson, who sends it foul for strike number 1. He does hit that. That goes out in the pocket, so Hinkie is going to pick that up, send it off to second. And, of course, they're going to not even come close to getting that protection at home.
Number 27, the catcher.
Hey, Joe Nixon is up with runners on first and second, 1 away. They have a 12-point deficit to try to catch up between now and next inning with 1 away. Can be done. It's happened to me. And that one goes out to Kurt, who picks that up and will fire it off to first. Once he realized he caught it and he didn't know, it was like, oh, man. So then he fired to first, and the runners got back to first and second. And there's 2 away, 2 runners on, as Irene Fast with some Peter. It's a Peter. What the hell, with some power, which sounds just like Peter, as Balls Deep stands underneath it and catches the Peter from the air, being out number 3. Brandon Balls, who just caught the Peter, is up first at the top of the 9th. The Beer Keggers get 1 more at bat unless the Moose catch up at the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting.
So here's the Peter Eater right here. That sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong. That's not what I meant there, Brandon. If you're ever watching this, he hits that one just over to second baseman, who jumps up but can't quite reach it. He makes it safe off the first base. And now you got KungfuBeer. I don't know, Deviant. I've seen it come real close. So KungfuBeer grabs that one and smashes that one. It does not have the juice, or maybe it does. Oh, it bounces off the wall about 6 inches from going over the wall for a home run, as he's done every game so far, it seems like, or most of them. So you got, he's on first, Balls is on second, Mater Hinkie's up first, no outs. Mater smashes that one, looks like it's going to get picked up there. So everybody gets back to their base with out number 1. And here's Dirty Kurt. 4 for 5, double, 3 singles today. Still angry that he can't go shop at Best Buy. He takes that curveball and hits that foul for strike number 1. That one he punches out. It's a beautiful shot right there. So that's going to bring in at least 2 runs. Dirty Kurt's passing second is about 4 hours too late on the run. So he's going to... No! Well, what do we do here? Let's just score because I can't get him back. So Beer comes in. He taps the plate for a run. Dirty Kurt sacrifices himself, trying to get his Best Buy privileges back. However, he doesn't make it. That goes out to the hole. So that's going to put Nail Clipper on first.
Now batting, number 27.
I think Zebrunna is a bot, because who else would want Sidewinder as their favorite player? Woo! That was a diving catch by second baseman, being out number 3. 2 runs on the board for the Beer Keggers. 18-4 is the spread, as Bubbles Garcia, 0 for 3 today, comes up first.
Now batting, number 11, the left fielder.
A home run and 4 RBIs with 211 average, but 0 for 4 in the game here against the same pitcher, Dirt Baggis. He's hanging in there. The last inning, that one goes right to Woodsman, who can't quite reach it. That goes past Dirty Kurt, who's got all the wheels burning as he picks it up and fires it off the second to hold the runner there for a double.
Now batting.
Sidewinder Kapowie is Deviant's favorite player. I thought it was Zebrunna's favorite. Zebrunna, I guess you could speak for yourself and say who your favorite player is if you even have one. That one goes foul as everybody waits in anticipation for the answer to that question. Here is the next pitch. That goes to Dirt Baggis, who fires it off the first. You saw the runner on second hurry to get back. Klaus, the game, is bringing all his game. Well, he's not. He's actually going to get pinch hitted. So Arlo is Zebrunna's favorite. That next, when we get the Mega Baseball 3, I'm going to put all you guys in here. So it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so this one gets picked up by Beer on first, fires it off the second. That's out number 2 with the runner advancing to third. Now you got Ronald McDonald, Nacho Chris with the cool hairdo. The last hope for the Moose to do something here. 18-4. I don't know how much he can do, but we never know. That one gets punched out. Bojack dives for it, doesn't quite get it. So then we got Dirty Kurt who fires it from right out. A run comes in.
Now batting, number
Terry Quaker's up next.
First baseman.
Now, okay, so now Clipper picks that up. He fires it off the first. Even if he gets hurt in the process, it doesn't matter. Because that's it. That is game number 3 for today. The Beer Keggers win again, remaining undefeated on the season against the Moose. 18-5 was the score. The last game came a lot closer. This one is more in the style that we're doing. Of course, we don't have it set on super hard, so it's not that big of a deal. We had a homer by Mariana, a home run by Balls, a home run by Motter, and Barbarian had a home run. Of course, KungfuBeer had about 6 inches shy of a homer there in the 9th. We had one pitcher, did a great job. Frogman Barbarian comes in top today. Bojack Woodsman in second. Nell Clipper Flipper rounds out our top 3 for the game. So now let's look at the what the rest of the teams do as we get ready for the next game that we probably will not do today. My hand's getting tired. We gotta. Oh, I didn't know you can go that fast through them. So our next game that we televise, everybody, will be the Beer Keggers versus the Overdogs. The Beer Keggers are 6-0. The Overdogs are 4-2. So that's going to be it for the Super Mega Baseball here today. And I believe it's 5 in the PM. So I am going to end the stream here today, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out and joining me on Sunday. Sunday's usually a dead day. Let's see. What's the joke? With all the time of Z, he has too much on his hands. He might start challenging computer play global thermal. Oh, from War Games. Takes the old guys to get these sometimes, right? Or 6 inches is way too short. I don't know which joke we're talking about, but they're both excellent. So if we let's look around here and let's see. Don't really have anybody live. Like I said, I was looking at OCRP. I don't know what's going on here, why stuff's happening around me. So look at the dashboard. Let's see who's on. 5 players on. That's really not enough to really get in there and do much with it. Some good tacos. Good tacos. I said beef tacos. I said good tacos. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end that. I'll be in the Discord there, mods, if you guys want to hang out. I don't know if anybody had joined the Discord. But thanks so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Like I said, it's a lot of fun doing these. I mean, we just did 3 games in 2 hours and 57 minutes. So 3 hours, about just under an hour per game. And I do like doing these. I really, as I keep saying, I can't wait till the next one comes out because there'll be a lot more customization, a lot more of these. You know how the guy throws the bat on the ground and breaks it and all that? There'll be a lot more of that. And then they kind of like, you see that they'll look at each other and like they'll taunt them as they're doing things. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll have a lot of fun here. Thanks everybody who's been here, everybody who's been donating, all you mods especially. Thank you so much for the work that you're putting in. All the mods here are volunteers. They don't have to be here, but they're hanging out with me and putting in all the work. So I appreciate all you guys that are here. Everybody who's come to watch the stream today, thanks so much. And Barry Bogan's off tonight, I believe, unless he does happen to come on. If he does, I'll get on with him. But this is going to end the stream for me, and I will be back tomorrow with maybe in the daytime. I'm not sure yet what we're doing. So we're going to go out with some music. And I don't know why I didn't switch over, so I'll just switch it right now. So this is going to be a song that goes out to Stormy. It's one of her favorites. Because in a minute, we're going to end up probably in the other chat where there's probably, my song came on about an hour ago, but I think the second one I put in should be coming out about any time now. Sorry, Sabraro Chicken, I've been going for 3 hours, and I can, been going for 3 hours. You're going to have to catch me in the next one. So I wish you would have got here earlier. Pay attention to my Twitter, if you will. It's twitter.com/KungfuBeer, and that tells you when I go live.